Hit it.
Thomas, you fucking stole my thunder. I wanted to hit
No,
the
I was
button.
doing it because you were talking. I was trying to surprise you.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
You hit the,
How long
I
have
wanted
we
to
been
hit the
live
button and
for?
hit the fucking button. God damn it.
Damn.
Play the goddamn song. Let's fucking go.
You're
Jesus
listening to my
Christ,
favorite
cracker.
podcast, The Locker Room. Well, I need to get back to jujitsu. Welcome to The Locker Room.
Saved my day many times. When you ran away, guess I broke my promise. I have been dishonest to you. You are the master of my plan. Then you let go of my hand, thought I knew it all.
That's weird.
And boy, did I fall.
Oh my God. My ear hole.
The buzz in my head.
I don't know why that is. And somebody has a lot of fucking background fuzz going on.
It's probably me because it's like 100 fucking degrees in this garage and I got the fan on.
Oh, okay. Acceptable.
It's acceptable.
Acceptable. 100% acceptable.
Yeah, nobody can. We can't argue with that one.
Yeah. But that's where the music was playing.
4 of us are here.
Just the 4 of us. We can podcast if we try. Just the 4 of us.
We just
You and
met
I.
a new member of, a temporary member of Matt's household, which was very nice.
Yeah. Mhm.
Uh-huh. Marco was getting a lesson in French words.
And frumpy?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to frumpy. That's what
She's a very sweet girl, Marco. She's 20 years old.
frumpy.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
She has a boyfriend who might come out and visit. And I'm like,
Oh.
tell your boyfriend to come out like for your last week while you're here, and you have a free place to stay in Los Angeles, and I'll take you around town. Like,
Oh, I'm sure her parents
This
love
is-
you for that.
Yeah. This is her first time. She was in the U.S. once when she was 5, but this is her first time as an adult, and she's just like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
kinda-
European. Such a European thing to do. To be like, I'm going to go to another country and stay with a foreign couple that I don't know and live in their house. I'd be like, I'm going to get fucking murdered.
Well, okay, so here's the deal. She is Larissa's friend's employee's daughter.
Yeah.
So
okay.
she's
That's
a known person. But we were looking at agencies that have
A lot of
like
property.
traditional au pairs that you pay money and they get like a because she came over when she landed at LAX. She was like, "Yeah, I'm visiting family." So she's not here on a traditional.
You know we're live, right? The show started.
I don't give a fuck. They didn't give her a name.
I'm just like, oh, we're just getting in. But like,
Come on, come knock on my door, Alphabet Boys. I fucking double dog fucking dare you. Come knock on my fucking door.
Talking about knocking on something, you know what you need to do is you need to find somebody with property out in the fucking desert and take her fucking shooting some guns. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh no,
just
we're
blast.
Well, hold on.
we're doing
Kern
that.
County,
No.
right up here, right by me, Kern County.
Yeah.
I got some fucking targets in the garage. I got a bunch of fucking guns. Let's go out into Kern County in the fucking desert and just
That's what I'm
fucking shoot
saying.
whatever the
And
fuck
just
I
haul
want.
off.
I'm holding you to it, Chuck. Let's set it up because
You need to have.
More or less.
You need to.
only if you drink out of the eagle ass when you're done, right?
Look, Chuck. Here's what
I'll
you
do
need
it
to
while
do.
I'm
Not
doing it.
before you shoot, but after.
When they roll out,
I'll
you need
do
to have
during.
2 American flags. You know, crossed. You know what I'm saying, like this, right? Some fireworks.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The Star Spangled Banner fucking playing really loud.
Bro,
a bunch of fucking
in my-
targets.
In my underwear that are American flags that I just
There
so
it
happen
is.
to be wearing right now.
There it is.
Oh.
There it is. America.
I'm
Why do
sure.
I do this to myself?
Shit. You want to see it?
Oh, nice. Send me.
I'm not showing mine.
let me
Tim, the
know.
working cop said, "See, Marco, you can't just say 'oh nice.' We have to read it for the people that aren't watching."
I'm sorry. What's your mom say to me?
She said Marco coming to Austin, Mobby this
Mobby.
month for roller derby again.
Shoot me a message. Let me know what the date is, and we have a couple weddings to go to coming up. But I think I'm here for the rest of the month. I just came back from a convention and vacation, which is hell. Anyway,
Well, shall we get started? Welcome to the locker
Oh.
room. I'm Tom.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Chuck.
and I'm back in the saddle again, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking A, you are, buddy.
You
It's
don't
good to
look
see
any.
you, Marco.
You don't have a fake tan. You don't have a ton of hair gel in your hair.
No, I don't.
What did you go to the Jersey Shore for, if not for fake
I'm
tan?
kind of disappointed.
Well, her no, don't be. I saw things that should not be mentioned. Anyways, look, her family's from Philly. So first and foremost, I saw
Philly, where they drink Wooter.
I didn't know
well,
that.
yeah, they go to, yeah. Her dad's side is from Philly, and specifically from the Villanova area. And if you're familiar with that area, that's all 1%.
Okay.
It's all 1%. I was like, this house was built in the late 1800s, 1900s, and I'm
Nice.
staying in the mains chambers. That has a
As you fucking should.
that has a staircase that leads directly to the kitchen. There's a side staircase,
Which was perfect for you.
I was
That's
like,
how the
oh my god,
Marco,
Wait a minute.
as you know, that's how the back of my house is. The
Are you
stairs.
are you podcasting by candlelight, Matthew?
No, should I turn it up? I was trying to go for some
I
mood
just
lighting.
realized I was like, oh,
I can
you're
crank
like
it up a little
the
bit.
shadow knows. Anyway, go ahead. We have a lot to get up on, so go for it.
where's Chuck?
Is that better? There we go. I think he shit himself, so he had to turn his camera off.
I think somebody said in the comments, bet you won't do it. I really firmly fear that when
Wait, what's a bet you won't do it?
He's gonna be in his
What?
underwear.
show off his American flag chonies.
He's gonna be in his American flag
Chuck
chonies.
said he was wearing his American flag. Chuck literally said, I'm wearing my American flag chonies. And then he said, I'm going to show you. And then he's like, I'm not going to show you. And then Austin said,
What do you have to turn the
Bet
fucking
you won't
camera
do
off
it.
for? Just fucking drop trow and show it if you're wearing them.
because I don't
Otherwise,
think
you're a fucking liar.
I don't think he was wearing them. I think he had to go get them.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
No, I had to run out to my truck
Oh.
to go and get my Zyn because I realized I'm drinking and I don't have any nicotine.
What?
And you had to stick one up your
That's
ass.
what you
You
Have you
let
stuck one of those up your ass yet?
podcast go get a little freaking douche dip?
Yeah,
Have you stuck one of those up your ass yet, Chuck?
I'm
why
sorry,
would I
what?
stick it up my ass?
Dude, I hear the kids
You
do
stick
that.
everything
and it
else up
fucking-
your ass.
No,
fucking stupid.
the kids have been
with
saying they do
alcohol.
that, and it fucking gets a real nice nicotine buzz. You should try it.
All right.
You gotta lick it up.
Tuck it.
lick
You
first,
gotta
and then-
tuck it underneath your fucking dick in between your balls, and you
No.
let it sit there.
You gotta
and
go
then
up the
walk
ass
outside in a hot, sweaty day.
No,
Well,
you
No.
speaking of tucking
Up
it up
the ass.
underneath,
up the ass where the membranes are thinner. It'll
I
absorb.
am wearing them, you fuckers.
I wish I was on vacation. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go.
I should be back on vacation.
okay,
Okay, so,
So-
what are we gonna get to next? Now that we fucking just
speaking
rambled
of
off about.
tucking,
That looks good as fuck, dude. That's not
I-
carnivore, bro.
thought
This is
We would-
the au pair made dessert. I miss breakfast or dinner. They fucking
there's nothing.
there's nothing.
Why are we still talking about this fucking frumpy chick? Okay, go ahead.
She's a nice girl, Marco.
I'm sure she is. Someone should turn her ugly ass inside out then.
Curtis, I don't do butt stuff, bro. It's gross.
Damn, who said that? That was
Now I
fucked
can't
up.
let her listen to this fucking episode like she wanted to. Thanks, asshole.
There's
I'll cut it out.
300 other episodes that she can listen to.
Why can't you listen to this
That was
one?
what- Besides, Marco's just talking shit.
I really am.
Yeah.
She calls us
Speaking of
fucking idiots.
tucking,
Or
can I
stupid.
speak
She
of
calls
tucking
stupid
now?
idiots.
Is that okay?
Tucking.
Anyways, go
Tuck
ahead.
it. Fucking tuck it.
It's time for us to check in on the Ozempic Games, or as everybody else is calling them, the Olympic Games.
You said Ozempic?
I did. The Ozempic
That
Games.
fucking. Did you see that
Look at
big fucking?
Fat
hefty
chicken
chick.
eating bitch playing Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
DJ KFC. I had a full
That
rant.
boof.
Chuck, I apologize because I know it sounded shitty in the middle of the episode. I was in the middle of a rant, and I'm like, "Oh, this is," I'm about to drive the point home, and then you asked me a question, totally it derailed my ADHD, and I'm like, "Well, shit!" And when I tried to get it back, it was gone. So that was what you were like.
It could have been my delay, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so
Or my
this is
my ADHD kicking in just like
the
now.
Ozempic Games.
Yes.
Imagine if the size of your junk impacted whether or not you won a medal at
Which
the
it
game.
has. Which it has.
His
Because-
OnlyFans is kicking off though.
That's why he did it. As Walter Anthony, Anthony Emirati.
Yeah,
Hey,
French guy. French
This-
guy.
here we go.
Oh shit, sorry.
Look at that. Going.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking
Today is
piece,
very, very
bro.
funny and full
Now-
video in this show is about
Here's the deal. Here's the deal about that. Here's the deal.
That's a hog. That's a
You
fucking
know.
hog, dude.
You know how big or little your dick is. And you know that there are compression things available to fucking wrap it, tape it, tuck, whatever the fuck you got to do. Right?
That fucking
see
on
this-
something. That's a fucking shower, bro. That's like a 12-inch shower.
Oh yeah. Did you see the swimmer? Did you see the fucking the diver?
Bro, that's a fucking hog.
You see the French diver?
What's French
No.
French
diver?
diver with the package?
No.
Okay,
Oh my
I'll
God.
bring that up too. All
I
right.
dare say
Bro,
bigger.
so you
I dare
explain.
say bigger.
Hold on, that guy fucks a midget. It's in her fucking chest.
Oh, he's shish kebabbing the shit
Bro,
out of
that's
that
up
little
here.
fucking
That's
twat.
fucking up here, dude. That's
Yeah.
like,
Wow, dude.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That thing's massive.
That's like if a midget was choking, he can just fucking fuck her and do the Heimlich. Like that's how that would work.
It's like a horse fucking a regular sized person. That's a big fucking schlong.
Yeah.
So
He's
what
gonna
was
kill
this?
someone.
Oh,
I'm going back on vacation.
uh,
That dude's gonna kill someone, bro. Homicide by fucking giant schlong.
okay.
Oh my gosh.
So that wanted me to bring up
The diver, the French diver.
Here we go.
With the fucking package of all packages. I dare say it's bigger. It's fucking
Bigger?
It's bigger.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Did it fuck up his splash?
Thomas, you
Look,
seen
no,
this
look.
before?
Oh, fuck.
No,
This
dude.
guy's weird.
Look at that.
Grapefruit, bro.
I mean, leaving nothing to the imagination.
Dude, it's
what
like
the
it's
fuck?
at least it's at least curled around twice. Right there.
Oh my
Like,
god, dude.
At least
It looks like one of those fucking like those working girl
like
buns,
the-
like this fucking
It looks like the
like
hamburger.
the buns that they
Dude.
fucking put eyebrows back.
That's like puppetry of the
Wait,
penis.
there's
Oh
a-
my
there's
god,
a-
it is like puppetry of the penis.
There's a picture of him just standing there with his buddy, and it's just like the Speedo is screaming for help. The Speedo is like, I
Bro.
can't hold this any longer.
right.
Dude, imagine that shit slipping out like out of your fucking shit. Not only is it gonna get
Man,
this fucking
that's-
Well, you mean like the guy
circulation
at
set
the
off.
table?
Yeah, the guy at the table with his that was his nuts that just like dipped out. That was planned.
That's like, hey, what's up?
I mean,
it
you know,
coming
I'm
hey,
sorry. Somebody
I'm not
shooting
afraid
brains?
of who I am.
Wait, you didn't? Oh, Marco, you were on vacation.
I was.
You did not hear.
nor see.
I had it. Should
the
I
ball
just
flew out.
play my epic rant? So I it didn't work out. Let me see if I can actually play this for you guys.
I'll just cover my mouth.
What are you talking about? Just cover your mouth.
So you can go on your epic rant, and I'll shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, no. So I'll show you what I had that I was able to put together, but it didn't work, and so I didn't post it. But this will hopefully catch you up, Marco, on what you missed, because
Okay.
apparently the Olympics were, I mean, the opening ceremonies. There was a lot of debate about who was pissing off whom, and
I mean,
trying
but Gojira played, so that's a good thing.
anyway, I'll find it. But essentially, I had this whole rant, and it was one of the things was the Last Supper, and the gal that was sitting there playing Jesus was this huge woman.
Mhm.
And I called her DJ KFC with her body positive arteries.
Okay.
So that's where we're talking about the opening ceremonies and all the controversy. So now we get into the actual games, and we have now a diver who I think the controversy was nobody could look at his eyes. Right? Women don't objectify men, yet none of these women that were interviewing him could look at his eyes.
Yeah. Eyes are up here, cupcake.
Right. Then you have the one we were just talking about.
I mean, he's French.
I've had women do that to me, like stare down at my junk, but it was more like of a like out of a where is his dick
Disgust.
sort of thing than like, oh my god, it's so big. So that's I guess a little opposite.
So then the next was we had the nuts at the Last Supper table.
Yep.
We had an anaconda in a Speedo at the diving ceremony.
An anaconda that ate a fucking anaconda and then crawled into a Speedo and then took a shit.
And speaking of
That's
dicks
bullshit.
at the Olympics, there's a big question on whether or not a female boxer has one.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
It's a
Excellent
hot
for the
topic.
review.
It's a very nuanced topic.
So it's such a hot topic that Chuck, he made an intro because we tonight it was who the hell
It was
did we
Joe
use?
Rogan. It was
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan.
He made
last
that AI
last
Joe
week-
Rogan.
Yeah, last week we are gonna do an AI one it's funny as fuck.
No, we were
Funny
gonna do
as
this
fuck.
week. This is
We're
this
gonna do it
week.
This week? Oh, this week's okay.
So this was the one we were gonna do this week.
Woman in
Let's play
boxing
it.
at the Olympics.
Funny as fuck.
Let's give it to him.
Here we go.
What's up, crackers? Y'all see that man beat that woman in boxing at the Olympics? Let's give it to him. First man to win in domestic violence, cuz. Now let's sit back and watch real men talk about real shit. Welcome to the locker room. What's up, crack?
So
Okay.
that was the official, and whoever decided that Snoop Dogg was the official fucking goddamn
Who should I forgot
Well,
about?
ambassador to the U.S. of the Olympic Games.
Fantastic.
First of all, good on fucking you.
Brilliant, Mark.
Well fucking played. I
Snoop
fucking
Dogg on that
love
polo. Snoop
it. I
Dogg in that polo
fucking
outfit.
love it.
Amazing.
I
Bro,
love
Dogg
it.
in the polo outfit just
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
killing it, just
You
killing it,
guys.
yeah. What's up?
Yeah.
What if?
What if?
What if we start putting it out there? We just start. This idea. Let's see if we. I'm gonna say it right now because we always say, where do internet ideas start?
You gotta will it
I-
into the universe.
So I want our Locker Room podcast listeners, our War Stories podcast listeners. Let's see if we can make this a thing.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg
Okay.
will be the successor to Morgan Freeman.
Oh my god.
Dude, hold on.
When it
Can
comes
you
to
just
narrating,
I'm
on.
already thinking of everything Morgan Freeman
Bro.
ever said in fucking Snoop Dogg's voice, and it's fucking amazing.
Check this out, dude. I've got the app Speechify. So for college, I use this thing to read books. And guess who's reading it to me? Snoop fucking Dogg. That motherfucker's reading me my college shit every week.
There's so many things about what you just said that I find interesting. But
What?
that's another topic.
He reads me books.
That's
I don't want to read.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Okay,
picturing Chuck
okay,
at
so
night.
here-
Chuck at
here's
night,
what we're
I'm
gonna
about
do.
to go to bed. What it do, baby boo? Today we're gonna talk about.
You know who I
Oh.
really want to read me? Read me is fucking guy who plays. I'm drawing a blank. I'm really bad right now. Sorry. Fury.
okay,
Samuel L.
Man,
Jackson.
Awesome.
I did this for you.
Motherfucker.
I looked up some quotes from Morgan Freeman in The Shawshank Redemption,
Mm.
and I think we should try to
Oh,
reimagine them as Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Oh, and, all right, so here's my shitty Morgan Freeman. Oh, and the friend got taken by the bull crews down in Shawshank Prison. Right?
Morgan
Okay.
Freeman's kind of hard to do because he's got like a lot of little nuances
Got a
that you
little
gotta
southern
really
drawl.
fucking hit.
From his days on the electric company.
Yeah.
So now here's his first night in the joint. Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. He never made a sound. I would listen to Snoop Dogg narrate The Shawshank Redemption
That's
all day
amazing.
long.
Oh, that was your Snoop?
I mean, it's just I don't have.
No,
a
it's
Snoop.
just like a thrown out there.
Imagine if.
So when I
Anyway.
got out of the fucking joint, I live with my grandmother, and I was home. I was with her for like a week, and she's like, "Oh, do you want to watch Shawshank Redemption with me?" And I'm like, "Grandma, no." Like, fuck you. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you? Like, no, I don't.
you.
I
No.
don't want to watch fucking Shawshank.
I thought you would
You.
like it. It's about a
man
who gets out of
What the fuck? Like, fuck you.
That's fucking funny, dude.
okay.
He
So
trolls you.
Yeah,
let's see.
Italian
We-
grandmothers, man, just deadpan that shit.
So as we were talking about,
God
there's
rest
a
her soul.
boxer. How do you say it? Iman or Iman? Imani?
I don't.
Man?
I don't speak Algerian. I don't
Iman?
know.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's literally pronounced I man. So there's
Khalif.
that problem.
Imani.
It's probably
Khalif,
Iman.
Iman.
Yeah.
Iman Khalif. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot
So-
of phlegm in there somewhere.
Hey, how do you spell that? A-C Flame. God, Jeff
Finally, I
Dunham.
get one of your references.
Love Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, let's break this
Chuck was
down.
going back because we even talked about. I talked about this to my sister-in-law when I was like, "I'm not watching the Olympics." Apparently, some transgender man, just beat a woman's ass in boxing, and I was saying it based on somebody saying that a biological male had punched his opponent so hard that 46 seconds into the match,
she fucking quit.
She quit. She said, "I do not want." Like that is the hardest I've ever been hit in my life.
Yeah, she literally said that afterwards. She said, "I've never been hit that hard before." So yeah, and I was the same. I heard, saw, read all that shit, and I was like, "Wow." So dug into it.
Man chest, right?
Well, so here's where it gets tricky. Apparently, where this boxer is from is a Muslim country, and transgenderism is completely illegal.
Well, and so is being gay or lesbian. It's,
right.
Yeah.
Algeria. This is an Algerian citizen where you cannot just fucking with a pen stroke change whether you're a man or a woman.
But hold on. What about this? They suck at every other Olympics. They can't win shit. So they're like, hey, we're going to fake it. Okay. You're going to compete in the women's sports. We're going to fuck clean.
So wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
No, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
But there's that.
There is that. Let's dial it back a little bit.
Turns out that this boxer, people started saying, wait a minute, time out. This boxer was born with a vagina.
Yes.
And I thought you guys said a vagina is what makes you a woman. And I went, I mean, they're right. We do say that.
Good argument.
Right? Like, all right, so hold on, time out.
However,
born with a vagina. And then the other side went, no, bullshit. That person was born with a Y chromosome.
Correct. Which we all know.
That is why that person failed the boxing authorities' biology screening, is because when they did a gender test, that person popped hot for a Y instead of double F.
Correct. So it said, hey, male. It said, hey, male.
So now we have, if the news is to be believed, if what we've researched, because Matt and I've done pretty fair amount of reading about this, and I think you have too, right?
I as well, as the medical interest in me. I was like, wow.
So correct me if I'm wrong. From what I'm reading, if the reporting is to be believed, we're talking about a person who was born with a vagina.
Correct. Functioning female.
As far as we know, the only sex organ, right? We're not talking about a hermaphrodite.
Correct. That is right. It is correct.
But also possesses the Y chromosome.
That is correct.
Okay.
It is a very, very rare
medical
anomaly.
Mm-hmm. And
what about the Chinese one?
Well, wait a minute. Let's one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're not gangbanging these fucking things.
I don't even want to take a single bang.
It's a them, dude. This is the first legit case of a fucking them. I mean, I've seen it the other way around, where the girl had vagina, tits, and was looking like a female, really soft, but she had testicles inside of her.
But here's the part I want to unpack.
Well, that's a hermaphrodite. When you have both organs, that's a hermaphrodite.
It just didn't show.
Typically, neither one are fertile.
Correct.
You're not fertile either way.
Correct.
And neither sex organ is fully formed, right? So one of them might be more formed than the other, right?
Correct. Yes.
Right.
Now that's different than an intersex person who is not a hermaphrodite and might be fertile, but actually possesses a chromosome of the gender that their reproductive system did not choose to model itself after.
Right.
I don't know what the medical terms are, but what I can tell you is these are the mutations that prove the rule. This proves that there's XX and there's XY, because if there was more than that, these people would be a regular thing and not an anomaly.
Right? Correct.
Yeah. That being said, I don't think the question is whether or not she's a man or a woman. But isn't it more, if somebody has a genetic biological advantage like that, should they be allowed to compete?
Yeah, and that's where I say no.
Yes.
Because here's the deal.
You think so?
Yes. I think so, because once you have that chromosome that defines you on the biological male spectrum that also means increased testosterone, which means increased muscle mass.
So should she be allowed to fight men?
I think she should. It would be fair because she is more biologically structured in alignment with a biological male versus a straight biological female. Regardless of genitalia, regardless of functioning or non-functioning genitalia, you have to break it down, and this is where science is fun, kids. You have to break it down to the chromosomal level. And
So does she have testicles, you think? Inside?
She does not. No, she doesn't. But she has because she has
ovary and uterus.
Yeah, because she has that Y. Because she has that Y chromosome, she has increased testosterone, and that is why she failed previous international boxing league gender role tests because she popped positive for being a male with increased testosterone. There's levels. Even with if she
you
was
can't argue. This is kind of proving the argument that there is such thing as a biological male and a biological female.
There's 100% difference.
I saw something today where they said that she has a fucking uterus, right? So if she was
absolutely
right.
So do you think it's functioning where she could actually have a baby? Then
for sure, as long as she has enough follicles in her ovaries to where she's producing eggs, yes, she could have a child. But because of that Y chromosome, so this is where science matters, kids. Because of that Y chromosome, she has an increased testosterone dose
and she's
in her
had
body.
it since puberty, which has given her a greater bone and muscle density.
Correct.
I have a
which is also why she's built like that. Now, Marco, you were saying yes. And I'm curious because I honestly,
what's her record? What's her record? Do you guys know her record?
Oh, she has had her ass handed to her by women that she's competed against the Olympics in before.
Right.
She's been beaten by biological women. Absolutely. Yeah. There is something to be said of skill versus biology. I mean, if you are better at your craft and you're duck, dodge, diving and ducking and dodging as you do in dodgeball, and you're.
So let me ask you this: was Shaq a great? I don't know anything about basketball. Was Shaq a great basketball player?
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
He was a good basketball player.
I mean,
he was. When you say good, take Shaq's abilities as a basketball player and put them in my body. Do I make the NBA?
Probably not because you're not as tall as Shaq.
Well, Shaq couldn't shoot for shit, and you're tiny, so no.
Yeah, Shaq was really big, and he jumped up there and went.
No,
what you're saying is that Shaq's
you're talking about
height.
Spud Webb. No, you're talking about Spud Webb.
No. I'm talking about Shaq's height was because Spud Webb's the opposite. Spud Webb's skill took him into the NBA.
Yeah, Spud Webb was like 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
No, I think it's
under 6 foot.
Yeah, he was well under 6.
He was well under 6 foot. Anyway, maybe somebody in the now. Here's the thing: if we're saying that tall is allowed, that's a genetic trait, right? And so this extra chromosome, if you're born a woman, but you have the extra chromosome, I would have to argue that she should be allowed to compete, and especially if she's had women that have beaten her.
I think the elevated levels of testosterone, though, and just you can see the facial structure, you can see the shoulder structure, you can see the chest structure. It's more of like a manly body, so you can tell that it's defining her.
Hold on. So what you're saying,
more power.
So what you're saying is that they then she, because she has female genitalia, right? It's a she, right?
She, 100% she.
She says she's a she.
Hold on, has a God-given advantage,
right?
Born this way,
right?
Kind of like if you will, hold on, just if you will, like for example, like Joni Lauder or China or Nicole Bass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like
Gabrielle Reese.
To an extent, yeah, but no, I mean, of course, but you see like the natural bone density.
Gabrielle Reese.
Gabrielle, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have somebody that was basically was built this way. You know, naturally was built this way.
Can't teach tall.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's naturally built with a naturally given, God-given advantage to compete in this, right?
Right. I
But
think
now
she
we're
should. If she's a
But now,
woman,
now we're
here's-
finding the reason why not.
Well, no.
I'm
Here's
not
the
saying-
deal.
I'm arguing she should be allowed to.
Let me throw this out there. There are already rules in place in the international boxing community to where you cannot have men or females. You cannot be over a certain testosterone level.
And I would agree with that.
So in the
Because
women's
I know a lot of
category,
guys that probably have testosterone levels that would qualify
because
for the women's boxing.
when you're fucking juicing, your testosterone is boosted. That's what it is. You're fucking, you're taking animal, you're taking extra testosterone to boost your testosterone. So
Right, unless
in the
you're
women's
testosterone
category, because women still have testosterone.
Yes.
Men have more. Women have more estrogen, less testosterone.
Right.
Men have more testosterone, less estrogen.
Right.
Correct.
But we're not talking about juicing, though.
So no, but we're talking about in the women's boxing
Juicing
category.
changes
There's levels of acceptable testosterone for biological women.
Right.
She's
Probably around
over
like 300 or something.
She's over that. She's in the men's category.
Yeah, she's probably like 800, dude.
That's not. There's no argument about that. She is over that, and that's why in the international fighting community, she was banned from several events because she was over the natural testosterone level. She wasn't juicing, but because of her genetic biological condition, she is presenting more as a lower level male,
right,
as opposed to a higher level female.
Now, as we move out of the Olympics, I just want to say,
I wonder if she was playing like rugby. Would this be a discussion? You know what I'm saying?
That's
if she was part of the international rugby team, you know what I'm saying? If she was
you wouldn't have
you seen the burly ass, you know what I'm saying? Big ass, burly ass girls, you know, playing rugby.
Like Brock Lesnar's fucking daughter.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, she's big. She looks just like him. Well, so let me just ask this. Let me just ask this serious question, okay? Serious question. If she can have kids and she has high elevated levels of testosterone, if she gets with a guy, right, who's like an athlete, has high levels of testosterone, they have a fucking kid, is that kid going to be a fucking crazy superstar with like crazy elevated levels of testosterone because both the mother and the father both had high levels? So is he going to be like a
what if
freak?
the mom completely blew the wad and he came out like Twinkle Toes?
Whoa.
But it was the complete opposite, you know what I'm saying?
Look, there's the thing that, hey kids, there's a thing called recessive genes that come into play too.
The kid has a schlong but has female characteristics.
Okay.
Like a clit in the head of like a penis, me?
Bro, dude. like a fucking tits and a penis, but has like all the
like instead of balls,
oh my god! Can we move?
And it's like super supple, soft skin.
You brought me to this point, fuckers.
Hey, what was a comment from Matt? Not our Matt, but there's another Matt listener. Matt says, "Can we move on?" What is it?
Looks good.
Yeah, can we move on and just agree that she can grow a beard?
Unfortunately, I've came across many women that can grow a beard. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Most women can. You just shave.
Most women,
hair follicles.
No, Chuck. That's just
if you shave your face, I don't care who the fuck you are. It stimulates the hair follicles, and you will start to have it grows. It won't be like this, but it'll be
once you're like 30-year-old plus Italian women can grow beards.
What do you guys want to move on to? Do you want to go on to the whistleblower DEI in the military? Or do you want to move on to
wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear about that.
the stolen valor in the presidential election?
Yes, please. Yes, please. That's really fucking relevant, and we need to hit this while it's hot.
Okay.
I saw the video you guys sent over. I could not. My jaw hit the fucking ground. So go ahead and take us there. Let's fly me to the moon.
Let's play this man's video because this man was there. This man served with this fucking cocksucker.
So you want me to just share the interview of the dude with the girl in the
Sergeant Major?
Just the video. Just the video. Let's fucking watch it. Let's try not to fucking say anything because it'll cut the audio out. And let's just watch this. Here we go.
Here.
Talking about the audio. You muted the last video, Thomas. We can't hear anything.
Sorry, folks. We're having technical difficulties.
I know. All right, let's try this again. Because I'm learning how to use this shit.
That's shit eating grammar.
I apologize. I thought Thomas had it. I was like,
I do have it. Okay, here we
it
go.
brought it up, and I was like, I'm going to mute everybody so nobody can fucking talk.
Years earlier, when Barron says Wall's misleading statements about his military service first let him come forward in the fall of 2018.
So you try to get this message out, but Minnesota's largest newspaper checks it out, says it's 100% true, but yet refuses to print.
When I hung the phone up, I said, what the hell is this, North Korea?
Back in 2005, a warning order went out to the 1st Battalion, 125th Field Artillery to mobilize for a mission to Iraq. At the time, Walls served as the unit's highest non-commissioned officer, but months later, Walls would retire from the Guard, avoid the deployment, and run for Congress. Tom Behrens was next in line for the position and was asked to take his place.
I was like, well, for Pete's sake, if this guy quit, and if I say I'm not going to do it, I mean, what the hell kind of leadership is that? If a company would say that we're going to deploy to Iraq or somewhere and you're going to be gone for whatever amount of time, and then a foreman just says, no, I'm not going. I mean, what does that say to the 500 people that work in that factory?
Behrens would go on to serve in Iraq on a nearly 2-year deployment as a command sergeant major. All while Walls began using that title as a congressman. Behrens says he first contacted Walls with his concerns, sending these letters to Washington. They all went unanswered.
But then we fast forward to the election in 2018 in Minnesota, and you try at that time to get people's attention with this story and also with what seems to be a very misleading statement that he continued to make about his service.
It kind of just sat there. You know, when he was a congressman, he bragged that he was a command sergeant, retired command sergeant major. I'm the highest ranking person ever in the House, and all this lie that he was telling. The state of Minnesota came out after 2018, after this was exposed, and they said, well, he can say that he served as a command sergeant major, but he can't say he's a retired one because he's not.
And that's what he was saying.
And he was saying that, and there was lots of lots of cards coming in the mail, for him to be elected. They said right on there he's a retired command sergeant major, just tooting his own horn, just hanging on the coattails of people that actually are command sergeant majors that went through all the process and put all the time in.
A spokesperson for the Minnesota National Guard said Walls wasn't able to retire as a command sergeant major since he failed to complete coursework and requirements related to the rank. Verified documents show the Army corrected his service record. Walls was reduced in rank to an E8 Master Sergeant after retirement and his conditional promotion. Alpha News again asked Governor Walls if he's using the Command Sergeant Major rank on his campaign website for political gain this year. A spokesperson said this has been in the news before and pointed us to a past story where Walls said, quote, normally this type of partisan political attack only comes from one who's never worn a uniform.
It's stolen valor is really what it is. I don't know of anybody else that's done what he's done, but we called it the truth about Tim Walls.
In 2018, Behrens gave the story the full court press.
We, retired command sergeant majors of the Minnesota National Guard, feel it is our duty and responsibility to bring forth the truth as we know it concerning his service record.
But I'll leave it in case we need to see anything else. But this is clearly not a hit piece, right?
No, it's facts.
Yeah,
And regardless
Because
of
this
how you
was
feel,
2018, right? This was 2018.
yeah, that man, that actual command sergeant major that went to Iraq and led his troops for 2 years in battle, has been beating that drum for a while.
Yeah, that's him.
Before this man was selected to be vice president-elect. Well before.
Yeah, the guy, Command Sergeant Major, that took over for Waltz or whatever it is. Walls.
Yeah.
That's him.
So this is, how do you miss this during the vetting process of a VP nominee? Like, if you're going to nominate a guy to be your running mate for the presidential election.
Did you see him during 2020?
Even after that, during the riots, he sat
2020.
by, and his own wife, is in a fucking interview saying they left the windows open to their house so they can smell the tires burning in Minneapolis
The fuck?
during the
Well, he
fucking
also,
mostly peaceful protest.
dude, he came out and he spoke at a press conference and he was like, "Thank you all so much. We're really feeling the love and support on the street right now." And I'm like, "Love and support? You mean the fucking looting, the rioting, the burning? What kind of love and support is that? They're burning your fucking city to the ground, you fucking spineless cunt."
He's
this
stoked
guy's
for
now
fire,
he's
and
now VP.
Kamala is on record on her fucking Twitter, because that's just forever. It's deleted now, saying, "Hey, if you can, support the Minnesota Bail Fund for these protesters," and was campaigning.
We've got the receipts.
Campaigning as vice president to contribute money to bail out these people that are burning a fucking city to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, this is a guy who, like, he was portraying himself as he was saying, we need to keep, while he's doing a gun control speech, he's saying, we need to keep the weapons of war that I carried into war out of the hands of everyday Americans.
This fucking guy.
Can you
First of all, asshole.
Can you play something that we might get to it? I'm going to send it to you privately.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, how can you're going to represent yourself that way in speeches, and dude, that's shady as fuck. That goes to your character, bro. Like, I knew guys like this that used to get promoted in the department. Like, you're a shady motherfucker, dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
they want.
They're trying to paint him out as this middle America dude, and yet when you look at the dude's record, he's pretty much like a young Bernie Sanders. Didn't he have his honeymoon?
He was fucking Bernie Sanders' #1 pick.
Yeah, and he honeymooned. Where did Sanders honeymoon in Russia, and this dude honeymooned in China?
Yeah, no, he's flat out said he's a fucking communist, he's a socialist, like, in not so many words. He said that. He's fucking said that.
Can I ask you guys this question, especially if, you Matt and you Marco, if Kamala and this guy Waltz wins the presidential election, like they find a way to cheat and whatever and yada yada whatever, because we see the writing on the walls, right? If they win, what do you think is going to happen to the United States of America, and how fast do you think it's going to decline?
I think this is where we turn to our friend El Sancho Fuzzy, because he has.
Oh yeah, look where he's from, and look what's going on there.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to explain a little bit better,
unless our listeners do not live under a rock. But in case you do, there's a lot of shit going on in Venezuela right now.
And Marco's father still lives in Venezuela. Now,
80% of my family's still down there.
Right.
Yeah.
80,
and so
80,
that's
90%,
this
like
is
90%.
This is a great segue to be like, are you in contact with them? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the fucking vibe? Like,
right? Yeah.
You know, real people on the street.
To the listeners who may have, because Americans are so self-absorbed with Trump's, VP not being weird and Kamala's VP not being a communist, that people may have missed that there are other things going on in the world, including in your native country of Venezuela, where I think what's going on there has some bearing on what has been happening in this country. But hey, what do I know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's fucked up. I mean, I think there's so much. I would need to just like a segment and prepare like a history of to really go. But the fact of the matter is,
the stolen election, right?
Yeah, I mean, but this is not the first time this has happened, and I don't know if you guys have, but the general public has not heard of stolen elections and people, opposition candidates getting thrown in jail for erroneous charges, which has happened. Didn't happen this time around, but it happened the last round of elections. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the last round of elections in Venezuela, of the democratic process in Venezuela, they found the opposition leader, the biggest opposer to the current regime, falsely accused him and imprisoned him until after the fucking right after the election. So he wasn't able to campaign or really be put on the ballot. This is also, I mean, this is also
Sounds
the
like
people
here.
that this is also the people that went ahead and changed the constitution, changed the constitution of Venezuela to be able to stay, to be able to stay in the presidency or dictatorship, if you will, indefinitely, and be able to hand power from one to the other one. Because unbeknownst to anybody here, when the original asshole died, he just handed over the reins to Maduro, and then he's just taken over, just basically following the
Right, it's like
handbook.
Fidel Castro having free elections, and during those free
Yeah.
elections, his brother Ramon Castro is elected to succeed him.
He's just fucking giving. He's just giving it up. He's just
Right.
giving it. So it's it's crazy. I mean, I will for next week. For next week, I will go ahead and prepare like a brief history and a brief breakdown.
Yeah.
Cliff notes, and take you guys through the process of how everything went down, and it's all always done.
I think it's relevant because what Chuck's asking is, what do you think will happen? Well, I think that there's a genuine chance that what you saw with people who felt like there was election shenanigans that were would just come through COVID, like everybody's everybody's super distrustful of. I mean, we had fucking people not being invited to family dinners over masks, right? Like everybody had lost their minds. And then you have an election where I don't care what side of this discussion you fall on. The facts are things happened that had been unprecedented in any other election, both internationally and nationally. A lot of things were permitted during that election that had never been permitted before at the scale that they were permitted at. And there were enough things on the news that made people distrustful of the government that had to do with what was going on with lockdowns and all. Okay. So we know it's distrustful, to say the least. And then the election happens and people are not trustful about that. So guess what happens? A bunch of people go to the frickin' Capitol building, and some people say now it's an insurrection, and some people say it was a protest that the FBI allowed them inside and then entrapped them into.
For sure, let them inside. You see the videos.
I know. I don't want to. I'm just saying I don't want to debate that part here. I just want to say
you need to go get that hat right here,
right?
And put
what I just wanted to basically take it to the point where.
So what do you guys think will happen?
That's people distrusting the election process. So now you add to it another election right on the back end. If people don't trust this election one way or the other, it's going to be ugly. Very, very ugly. That's my prediction.
I think there is a chance for real civil unrest implications either way. I think we're there anyways. And the scarier part is I don't believe it really matters which way this goes. I think that we are so pushed apart that there is no middle. There's lines in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
So this could really get really fucked up, sideways, ugly at any second before an election even happens.
Do you want to hear?
And the first step in any playbook of any ideology that hates America is to take down our society from inside, because they can't attack it from without. And so,
know what
if you don't think that this is part of the communist playbook, you're crazy.
Right. Do you think what I think is going to happen? I think that they are already spouting the shit that Kamala's in the lead over Trump, which is not true. There's been no fucking polls. I haven't been fucking There's been no virtual polls. No one's contacted me to fucking do a poll. So there's been no poll. I think what they're doing is right now is they're emphasizing like she's already ahead. So when it comes down to it, when they're able to fake the funk and show that, or say that she's above whatever, she's winning, and then she wins the race. 100 days later, she's coming for our fucking guns. She wants us to be like the European countries where we have no gun rights, we have no knife rights, basically, and try to disarm us. I think
we should add on to that.
But the thing, she can't do it though. She doesn't have the Supreme Court.
That's what she wants.
She may want to.
She's spouting that just to get votes from the idiots that don't understand constitutional law. Because
I'm with Matt. Matt's right. They're trying to build that buzz.
Executive orders do not trump constitutional laws. So like,
that's right.
So if Congress doesn't act, I'm going to fucking do this. So
no. The Supreme Court is not on her side.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the Supreme. She doesn't have the Supreme Court numbers.
But unfortunately, the idiot mouth breathers that don't know that are just going to fucking vote for her because
they want to believe that. Because they want to believe that.
Right.
Go ahead.
However, I agree with that 100%. I'm on your guys' side, but I think what will happen is that she's gonna be like, "Fuck all of you. I'm the president. What I say goes. This is the fucking law," and it's gonna be fucking pandemonium everywhere. Everyone's gonna lose their shit. It's
well, here's the thing. That's where a basic understanding of political science is
that's what
important, because you have the legislative, you have the executive, and you have the judicial branch.
This is right the same thing with Roe v. Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, unprecedented, move. And here's the thing is, whatever side you're on, I'm saying, I'm not saying one side or the other. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about like opinion on Roe v. Wade, whether you're on one side or the other. That's not what I'm discussing. I'm talking about like what the expectation was. Unprecedented, move. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes. Matt Stickler says it comes down to the county sheriff.
County sheriff, yeah.
Right. Again, that's if she could put that in executive order in. But the fact of the matter is, as soon as that happens, it's going to immediately go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is going to go and shut it down and be like, no.
The executive order won't even fly because constitutional law trumps the executive order. I see what I did there. Yeah.
Okay. So, Marco, I wanted to then. I need you to grade a Karen for me.
Grade a Karen. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I need you to grade this Karen.
Can everyone see Tom? I can't see Tom. Tom's black.
You can't me?
I can see Tom. Yeah.
You can see Tom? I can't see Tom.
Hi. Yeah.
Here.
Fucking Casper the Ghost.
Now can you see me?
I can see you now.
Okay. I can see you now. Even better. I'm calling an audible before we do. Why am I? Okay, I have to mute this. Hold on. I'm getting a lot of messages. The chat is going off in my earballs. Sorry.
Yeah, no. And I have a question for the chat too, because I know there's a lot of fucking coppers and YouTube being coppers, and especially Chuck. I have a question. I live on a street that is.
Oh my god!
No,
is this a rabbit trail?
No, it's not a rabbit trail. Legit. I want to know who to fucking call, or if you all know somebody.
Ghostbusters.
My street. About a half a block north of me, to the light, people haul fucking ass. It's fucking stupid, ridiculous. I've almost got hit a couple times.
Don't you have speed bumps down your street?
Exactly. So after the last fucking speed bump, they fucking haul ass to try to catch this light because it's a major thoroughfare to get down to Wilshire. So this is Hauser.
Call the traffic division.
Call West Traffic.
So West Valley?
Well, are you in the city of West Hollywood?
No, I'm in LA.
You call Valley Traffic.
It's going to be Wilshire Division.
West Traffic is its own, like, there's a traffic division that encompasses several other stations.
Okay. So I'll call West Traffic and say, hey, if you guys want to put a motor out here, I'll feed you. I'll give you fucking water, sit in my fucking driveway and just write these motherfuckers up. I
need you to grade this Karen, Marco.
If I'm not mistaken, West Traffic is in the same parking lot as Wilshire. Just FYI.
Okay, cool.
Bro, use your contacts.
It's not called Wilshire. Wilshire
use your contract
right over.
Rent a movie car.
I'll fucking drive down there. I'll drive down to Wilshire and be like, hey, who do I talk to about this shit?
Oh, it's the same station. If you just
exactly.
If you go
there, do it after the show.
No, I figure in person. In person, I'll be like, hey,
what the fuck?
Oh, they'll send motors out there.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
You have to see this. Okay. So this woman has a meltdown because is this Paisa banda music or whatever?
It's a mariachi band.
I love this. I love this.
What did you
I
say?
have
This is my wife?
opinions. I don't want
Have you ever been chased off the beach with a tuba?
I have so many opinions. I have so many things to say. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Let Pussy go.
Okay.
Grade the Karen. How Karen? It's a mariachi band on the beach. How bad is that?
No, okay. There's nuances to this, okay? First of all, they are around a sanctioned fire pit, which on the beach, which means that is a sanctioned campground. So you are allowed to be there.
What if it's an illegal fire pit?
It's not. It's fucking concrete. Did you not
What do you
fucking
mean?
see that fucking thing? It's built into the goddamn sand. That's like north of Leo Carrillo. I know exactly where that fucking is. Here's the deal. When I'm on my beach, my spot at Malibu or my spot in Santa Monica, and some assholes sit up next to me,
80s Matt right here. Locals only, bro.
Me with an earshot, and they start blasting music. I'll walk over there and go, "Hey, man, wouldn't it be cool if you just shut that music down and enjoyed the natural sounds of the waves crashing on the beach?" Like, I'd be really chill about it in a kind of menacing way, but I'd be really chill about it.
Okay.
But if you're at a fucking campsite on the beach and you order a mariachi band for an event, like, fuck off.
I'm saying.
Like, game on. Like, if you go to a developed campsite where there's a pad with a thing and a fire pit, and there's people next to you about 25, 30 feet away, and they're playing music, fucking deal with it. If you don't want that, go out to fucking BLM land and camp out where people won't be around you. That's why my wife and I don't go to those campsites, because we don't want to deal with fucking college fucking dipshits blasting music at 10 o'clock at night.
All right.
Not a Karen at all. Not a Karen at all.
Word.
If she paid for the campsite next to them, not a Karen at all.
100% Karen.
I mean, that's what you do. If you don't want that shit, fucking go somewhere else where you're not allowed to do that shit.
Not allowed to do what? Have a mariachi band?
Exactly. If you were on the regular beach, and
she's not. So she's not a Karen, or she is a Karen.
She's not. She is a Karen because
so Marco. Okay, good.
Yeah, no, she's a Karen because she's in a spot where you rented that space.
Okay, so I don't know
that space. That's your space.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I thought I had one for What's Up, Chuck.
Oh, I had one. A listener sent.
Yes, I do.
Pop it over to you.
I have one for What's Up, Chuck. Okay.
Oh, okay. Bear sent me one, and I don't have it pulled up.
All right,
Bear,
so
you on?
Here we go. Just before we'll end with probably some tattoos, but here's What's Up, Chuck. Are you ready, Chuck?
Is there a tuba involved?
Sent in by a listener. They sent it to the wrong place, but you didn't see it, so we're still safe to show it to you. Here we go.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait. What happened over there?
Oh my God! Did you just
oh no!
Oh, my back just
Was
popped.
that down, up, or up, down? Wait, go back.
Yeah, buddy. Play it again.
Go back.
Chuck,
Let's
go see What's Up, Chuck, with the instant replay.
Dude, I've searched people like that, dude. I've searched people who hit themselves like that. That's so fucking gross.
Oh my God!
I got this.
Run it again.
So here we go.
Run it.
Okay, so they're wrestling. They're playing around. Is he trying to fart?
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Hey, Chuck, he's been eating some corn. That's definitely grainy. Lots of grains and
she's gonna
corn.
lose it. Keep going.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh,
It's still over her hand.
oh
side
my
of her
God.
neck. It's on her hair. Look at the chunks of her hair, bro.
Look at Chuck's going. Chuck's fucking going.
Holy shit! Just the audio on that fucking kills me, dude.
God. Hey Chuck,
fuck.
what if she was
That
eating
was-
some
that
Greek
was
yogurt
crazy.
too? Huh?
Oh,
You know?
dude, fuck you, bro. Bro, if I went and cracked open
that
a
was
Greek
crazy.
yogurt right now, I'd
He
vomit
didn't-
all over the
he didn't do
fucking
it.
ground. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I'm crying. Holy
You didn't
shit.
do it. You
I mean,
didn't.
was he
I don't
was
do
he
that,
trying?
dude.
We've
Was
seen you
was he
throw up in your
going to?
trash can. You didn't throw up this time.
I don't
I
have
was.
a fucking bag. The only
Seriously,
thing I
guys.
have is this cup right here. I'm gonna fucking puke in this cup. I'm gonna puke all over my lap.
Oh
Bro,
my God.
that last
so-
one,
then
that
to make
fucking
it-
hurt. That was from my stomach. Oh fuck, dude. Whew.
I want a translation. I want to know like the breakdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want that shit translated. What happened before? Right? What was that? Like, what was, that? Was he gonna try to fart on her and then he fucking Hershey squirted it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
Right.
shut the fuck up. Ugh.
Okay. So I don't know if I shared this tattoo because it's been a
All
minute.
that shit.
So Marco, as we
yo,
end out
here we go.
with
Hit me.
grade these tattoos. So here we go. Did we have this one?
By the way, I just came in. Yes, I just came in,
Okay.
which I graded. The execution is great. The idea is original. It's fantastic. I give it a 10 out of 10.
How about this one I have in the folder? I'll have to delete the ones that I know we've used then.
Right.
That's this. Here we go.
Yeah, we talked about this one too.
Okay, good.
The ultimate bro
I can
tattoo.
delete it. Okay, good. I can delete that one. Now, how about I don't think I have shared this one.
Oh shit.
By the way, listeners, I love you guys, especially the ones that we know personally. Do not send these to me directly because then it kind of spoils me judging them ahead of time.
This one.
That's a good line.
Now, if you could please explain what we're looking at. Because the first
Okay, so-
one, the people didn't know, it was the dude with the nipple. It was tattooed, so the nipple was his penis.
Yeah, and that nipple was really protruding, by the way. That
Right.
was-
The next
that was-
one, it's the dudes doing the predator high five with their penises doing the predator high five. Okay.
Right.
I was pretty sure I
So-
showed those to you.
This is stick figure of a man and a woman doing doggy style.
Yeah, almost like
Um,
instructional. Like,
almost like like an instructional fucking outline. You know, hey Timmy, do you like sex? You
Right.
should try this position. All right. So the one on the top, the guy is grabbing the girl from behind, doing the girl from behind, and says "me"
Right.
next to him, and
labeled
then next
him
to the girl's head is labeled "your mom."
your mom. Okay. So it is a very simple tattoo. Black line work.
Yep.
Looks fairly fresh. Yes.
Yeah, this was recently done. I think it was done like the day before this picture was taken. It would be
How
my
do
guess.
we rate this tattoo?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, this is as far as you're going to regret having this. I mean, you can be down for the cause, you can be down for the joke, but you're going to regret having this tattoo in probably like 3 years, maybe 4, depending on how old you are. The line work is pretty good. Chuck and I were seeing the same thing. Except Chuck, I'll draw your attention to her hair, the top of her head.
Yeah, it's bad.
And her right bicep, where there's the shakiness of the hand. You see that? That
Yeah,
that wobble.
Yeah.
The outline on the guy looks really good. I mean, honestly, the outline itself overall that can be corrected.
The hands are fucked because he used
the hands
the
are
same liner.
fucked. But it's exactly. Pro tip: don't be fucking lazy. Change your
Okay,
fucking
so-
needles to a thinner needle. So,
Creativity.
no, that's the thing is like this is not an original concept. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
this is not something
So
that
it's nothing about this is interesting. It bores you in its concept. It bores you in its execution. It's
yeah,
banal.
because you know what? This has been
Average.
out. Like the T-shirts with this on, stickers have been out for a long time. You have it as a tattoo. Cool. You're committed to the joke, but the joke is not new. So unfortunately, kind of falls short for me.
Then
Lackluster.
how about this? Now this is our first chess piece.
Okay.
This is our last tattoo of the night.
All right.
And this is
Dude,
wow.
that's fucking
Holy fucking moose. So this is the neo-traditional style, and it's literally a moose with antlers. Bro, Chuck, this is like
That's good.
Bro, dude, this is honestly close to 20 hours worth of work.
That's
Yeah,
20
that's a
hours
lot
worth
of
of work right there.
That's a
The
back
deep-
piece on your chest.
It's a back piece on your chest. Oh my god, the high contrast between the background. So concept wise, I don't know why the fuck you would ever get this, especially on your chest and down your stomach.
a
I'm not.
moose.
I don't know.
With like antlers that are deformed with black hole vaginas from.
But dude, look at the texturing on the fucking antlers.
I know.
My
It looks
my
like
god.
H.R. Giger.
Okay, yes. So execution on this, bro, solid like 8.5, 9. There's some things that I see, as a professional. Concept wise, again, concept is a great concept. Placement, bro, that's a lot. Can you imagine being the chick that fucks this dude and like that's what you're staring up at? Is this fucking moose ramming you?
Rudolph, bro. Fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
All right, so if you want to get a hold of us, it's gonna be.
We have one more?
One more. What?
We have a
Look, we're only
last minute entry.
what last minute entry? Come on,
Just
come
have
on
a
now.
listener submission.
Go ahead,
Listener
go ahead.
submission.
Oh fuck, dude.
This person sent this to me on my personal Instagram.
Listener
Yeah.
sent
On my
this.
personal Instagram,
Yes.
I woke up one morning and I was like, "Oh my god!" And my
Oh, yeah,
response
I've
was,
seen this.
"Her father must be so proud."
I don't. think
Thomas,
this is
zoom
real.
in. Can you zoom in? Can you just do a little
I-
2-finger whoop, and zoom in there?
Oh, that's as
I've
big
seen-
as that picture will get.
I've
Oh,
seen
well,
this circling
not
around.
according to
and-
the tattoo, but hey. Let's describe it
Holy
for our
shit.
listeners. For those not watching,
It
it
is
is
a porn
a-
shot.
it is a woman, a young girl, a young,
Latina.
relatively fit girl with jet black dyed hair, because that's not your natural fucking color, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
I know he has.
Sitting
What if
on
she's
the
Asian?
beach with a. It
Even
doesn't
that's
matter.
not
That's
Asian.
that's suspect. Sitting on the beach with a bandana, and she has a tattoo on her shoulder, bicep, down to her forearm, of someone who looks strikingly resembling to her, smoking a pole. Just just getting fucking just
Caressing that mushroom tip, bro.
one handing it, just fucking going for the fucking gold medal in the Olympics.
Fucking
I'll
hot
give him a little bit of that hawk tour.
Hawk
Okay.
Tua. That was this is
All right,
post
Marco.
Hawk Tua.
But
There
this
was
is
the Hawk
this is a
Tua, and then she's just going down on it.
So let me see.
I
I
don't-
want to put on my best
ahead.
ink master. This is
Go
a
ahead.
photorealistic black and gray of a Latina kissing.
Or it could be
the
it could be an
purple mushroom
Asian.
tip.
Look at the bridge of the nose.
Could be Asian, but I'm going to go Latina.
Okay.
Kissing the mushroom tip.
Mhm.
Is really what this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hand looks great. Hands are hard to do. Mark can test that. Hands are
What
hard
do
to
you,
do.
what do you think?
If this is real, which I'm suspect whether it is or not, the contrast of the high black in the background versus the softness on the cheek and the nose this is done very, very. This is a very, very high end tattoo. This is
You think it's
excellent,
Photoshop?
excellent. I think it is. I think this is an AI.
Okay.
This is an AI created tattoo that was photoshopped on this girl's. On this
Oh,
girl.
fair enough.
What leads? I'll get into what leads me to believe that. But if you look at the balls on the lower left-hand side, when the arm is bent, they're still holding the natural shape form as they would if the arm was straight out, and that would not
Oh my
be
god.
like that.
Leave it to Marco to
The whole
just,
thing would be shriveled.
to just really zone in on the testicles. I love that.
All right. Well,
I mean, if you don't know your balls, I don't know what to tell you. Then you know
Yeah,
the
hey.
locker room.
Let's
So-
talk about the new
Yeah.
voicemail.
So if you want to go ahead and talk balls with us, that's going to be lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. Once again, that's lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. Go ahead and submit us any ideas for the shows, any questions you have, any upchuck submissions, or any of the bad worst tattoos. If you want Matt to rant and rave over something, just go ahead and say, Matt, please do some shots first, and then talk about, oh, that was your, hey, look at that. Or you can reach us on our voicemail. Operators are not standing by, although we may and will call you if it's funny enough during the air. And mind you that we do record late, and that's going to be, the phone number is going to be 818. Did we have an 818 number before? No.
No. I
28.
You were gone.
I chose this one specifically. We had to redo it.
Okay, so it's going to be 81 great 280 9822. That's once again, it's
Mark, you wanna hear
818
the
298. Sorry, 280. Fuck, 9822. What now?
We didn't use the number enough, and so at some point it just disappeared. And we've been telling people to call it, and they've probably been trying to,
and nothing happened.
And nothing happened.
So this is the new number. It works.
Third try.
Here's the deal, motherfuckers. You fuckers are listening right now. Just call and fucking leave some bullshit message. Keep the number going.
We know it's working.
If you use it, we will keep on using it. And if you call during the fucking live broadcast, chances are Thomas and or I will fucking answer your phone call. So be prepared for that.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.